Hello everybody, thank you for coming back and watching our video again. It's father and son training room, and we have our special package back here behind us. We're going to unveil it and we're going to talk about it a little bit, then we're going to do an unboxing for you, and I hope you enjoy. Ready, Cody?
Yeah.
Tell them what you got.
So, this is the Woodland Scenics Grand Valley layout kit. Now, it's somewhat kind of hard to get since that nobody keeps restocking on them, apparently.
Yeah, it took me several tries to find it at a reasonable price. But we finally found it, got a good deal on it, and we're going to make this layout. It is a 4-foot by 8-foot layout. It comes with all your styrofoam and scenery stuff like your trees, your plastering, your tunnels and stuff. It don't come with the track. It doesn't come with any of the buildings or anything. But it is a great starter project. It comes with step-by-step information on how to build it, the tools you need to build it, and everything's in it to build it. You shouldn't have to go and buy more plaster or anything else like that if you do a good job. We're going to pause the video and we'll come back to you in just a second. We're going to bring the camera in a little closer and higher. We're going to lay it down. We're going to start unboxing it. Be back with you in just a minute. Welcome back everybody. I'll have to bring the camera over, show you once the box is open what we got inside. Then I'll bring it back to the tripod, and then we're going to do a little bit closer up on it. You ain't gonna be able to see me in it. I'm a very tall guy. I'm 6'5". But we're going to do that. We're going to start pulling everything out piece by piece, all the styrofoam. Then we're going to open up the box in the inside, and then we'll finally get to the pieces that's in the very bottom. I have done a briefly opened up the box to look inside to make sure everything was here before we started doing the video. So given that, let's get the lid off of it, put it to the side so we can use it for storage of the parts that's on the inside. Like I said, here's your 0 degree up to 1 inch. You got some a little shorter than others, some a little longer. Your small pieces of styrofoam are used for your bases and your tunnel supports and everything inside there. You'll be doing a lot of cutting on these to fit them. Your regular incline riser, that's a 2 to 3. Then you have a regular 2, about 1.5 inch, 2 inch riser. Another incline riser. Now these little pieces right here on your sides of the layout, you're going to use these to lock in your back pieces together so they stay in shape and form, and you don't have to worry about having to hold it and try to get it glued and get it just set just right. These will get in there, lock in there, hold everything in place while you're getting ready to glue everything in. Get your little tool there. Now these styrofoam pieces here, they're a little bit thicker. These are about 1/2 inch. They're also for the supports where your buildings and stuff will lay on. stuff like that. Give you a good sturdy flat surface to work off of. Risers, incline risers, you name it, there's a bunch of them in there now. Three more there. I'll be a little gentle, some of them a little tight in there. Once you get one out, the rest of them come out pretty easy.
After what to do.
That's it. A lot of track board, and elevations, and everything else you got to do to this kit. We'll never be experts, but I think by the time we get done building this one, we'll have a lot more knowledge of model railroad.
Yeah, we're just beginners. From years ago, apparently.
So, yeah. 1 inch, you got a 1 inch to 2 inch, another 1 inch, a 2 inch. There's 5 more there.
That is a lot of risers.
Yeah.
I think all those risers.
I mean, this kit comes with everything. I mean, you go to the store, you try to buy this stuff outright, it'll cost you a lot more to go buy all this stuff versus buying it in a kit. You can get this kit for under $400 easily. Some places charge tax, some places charge tax and shipping, some places don't do neither. Just right outright price. Hey, we got a good deal on this. We got it for $350. And I've seen as high as $860 on eBay, and I've seen it as low as $360. I wind up finding it at the right time. They didn't charge no shipping that week, anything over $100, so I got it for straight up $350.
You know what? $800 was around the price to get a submersible Titanic.
Alright, here you go. We got a couple pieces of foam here. As you can see, they interlock. They got the little, what I was telling you earlier, when you take these apart, be gentle. Remember, it is styrofoam, and it can break very easily. We go breaking styrofoam, then we got to get the glue out. Anyway, you'll notice some of these have lines on, draw, and this is for the landscaping. You'll need you can cut it with a hobby knife, a small saw, or a styrofoam hot wire cutter. Woodland Scenics do sell one. We didn't buy one. We found one at our local Hobby Lobby. Nearest hobby place we got around here is probably a good 40-50 miles. So if I can go to town and find what I need without having to go to a hobby store, model train store to get stuff, that saves a lot of time, gas money, and everything else. Once again, here's another couple pieces that we got to cut out. Now, some of this won't be cut exactly on the lines. Like I said, we want to look at doing a future expansion on this. This side of the track, which will host the tunnel system, will pretty much be like it is out of the box. But now over here on the left hand side, I would like to bring this layout on over to this wall right here eventually. Maybe shift this display case over. And then I like to come off the end of it right here and bring it around and maybe do like a little switch yard, maybe a I don't know, turntable or something. But anyway, but as for right now, we're going to plan on doing the 4x8 with a little modification, nothing too much.
I can always say in those long train magazines, even the 4x8 can be big.
Yep, you can do a lot with just a 4x8. I looked at the River Pass. I looked at a couple other layout kits. River Pass seems to be a little flat for me. I like hills and stuff like that. Now this layout does not come with a river or creek. It has a dry creek bed, but I have seen a couple other layouts that people's done, and they put in a little pond that runs back behind the truss bridge, and I think that's what we're going to do. Again, more stuff to cut out. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. You can see that line right down through there. We'll cut that out. This is going to be scrap. Don't throw away. Never throw away your scrap. Model railroad and styrofoam. Never throw away your scrap. We get packages for Christmas and stuff's got styrofoam. I got big chunks, real thick, real thin, real long, real wide. I got it all. I keep it out here in the dungeon. We will show you the dungeon, but that's a nightmare back there. One day we'll get that good and cleaned out. We're going to do a quick video in there to show you our future plans for back there.
And possibly the box to that Lionel train set that we show you guys in the tour video.
There you go again. Now this piece right here, you get 2 good sections out of it. You see right here, it gets pretty thin right there. So if you was using a saw or something, you're really not going to get in them lines real good. So like I said, a good something hot, like a styrofoam cutter with a hot wire or a rod, be more ideal for cutting these things with. Here we got a couple blanks. See, the mountain back here will be pretty high. These will sit actually back here on the base of this and that. You'll actually cut out access points, so derailment, cleaning the track and stuff, we're going to have to get back there to clean that. Now, I'm not going to set this all the way against the wall. While I was building it, the layout would actually be pulled out here a little more closer to us at the camera. But once I'm pretty much done what I got to do on the back, I'm going to shift it back to the wall closer, but still give myself enough room so I can get back there, get in there and do whatever kind of work I need to do. Children come around, run the trains too fast and derail. Again, I think this is the last piece of that. Said it don't have nothing drawn on it, but I do know it goes at the bottom after doing all the research I've done. Now we got this big old box, and it houses all the stuff, the scenery part, and this is the heavy part of the box. Styrofoam was the light part. This is a heavy box. We'll get to opening that in just a minute. Now down here in the bottom, you have your pieces that will actually lay down on the tabletop that you will glue down, glue to the sides here and glue here, and this is where you're going to lay your track and risers and everything to start your layout. Now actually I'm going to lay these over here to the side. Another one, and their diagram, which one's which and everything. Yep, see there it shows you where your 90 degree cross goes. This is, it comes with a plan on the back of the handbook, and it tells you what tracks you actually need, what degree, if it's a full 18-inch radius, if it's a half-inch radius, a 1/3 radius, your 90 degree cross, a 60 degree cross. It tells you which switches you need. You need 2 switches for this layout. We're going to be putting in 4 switches because right down in here we're going to put a switch, and we're actually going to come on out here and also on the other side. There you go. You can see that, there you go. Actually right here it shows you all the track that you need. Now it says you need 34 18-inch radius. Well, I'm a firm believer, the more joints you have in a tunnel access, the more chances of derailments you're going to have. So far as back here in the tunnel parts coming through, it's going to be a solid flex track. That way there's less chance of derailment. And we will be running several times to make sure that nothing's going to happen back there, because once that's done, you do not want to have to get back in there. Now if we can get up in here and clean, right up in here and clean, and then hopefully there should never be no reason you really have to get back in there and clean. I might buy one of the little tanker cars, got the cleaning pad on the bottom and run it around a few times. Other than that, I hope I never have to get back in there.
Also, if trains ever go out of your tunnel, here's a good tip. Always make sure you cut a place under your tunnel so
you can get to access points.
Yeah, you get to access.
Well, that gets through the empty, the bottom of the box. All right, let's get this big thing out of the way. We're going to open up the other box.